Hello and welcome to Andy's Cornish Creations. In this video I'm going to be turning an English U bowl. I'm using a 3/8 inch bowl gouge and I'm just shaping the bottom and I'm just sort of playing it by ear and seeing how it goes and finish up with a shape that looks nice, hopefully. The speed's about 500. Just turn the speed up there a little bit to about 800. It's a lovely piece of wood and I want to try and keep as much of it as possible. Now I'm using a 1-inch round nose scraper just to try and get a nice fine finish. Back to the bowl gouge and I'm starting to flatten off the bottom. Here I'm marking out for the mortise that I'm going to cut in the bottom. The decision to use a mortise on this one comes back to bite me. And this is an old mortise chisel, a hand mortise chisel that it works very well as a sort of about a 3/8 inch square-ended scraper. And this is a chisel that I've adapted to make a dovetail in the sides of the mortise, and that's a pointed chisel that I use just to make some little rings. Happy with the shape, so start sanding. I think I started with a 120 grit with the pad on the 2-inch pad on the drill, and I'll go through the grits up to about about 400. Don't forget to give it a like. Wood, it does, it sands up very nicely, and generally speaking you're going to get a nice shine on it. It's quite hard. Here I've applied some abrasive paste, and I'm just giving it a buff. And then finally some wax polish. Turn it around, put it in the chuck, holding onto the mortise, and with my 3/8 inch bowl gouge start turning. Catch there. I've never been very good with a bowl gouge. And another one. And there it is. That's one catch too many. And it's not a tenon, by the way, despite what it says there. It's a mortise, and that's the problem with a mortise on the bottom of a small base. It does make it a little bit fragile. If there's any cracks in the wood or anything, it can that sort of thing can happen quite easily. What I should have done was put a tenon on it instead. Now I'm just flattening the bottom of the bowl again and removing that big missing chunk, and flattening it off again. Because the base of the bowl now is much larger in diameter, so I can still put a mortise in it, and there's more wood on the outside of the mortise to sort of strengthen it, so it's okay this time. a scraper just to finish it off, and then sand again through the grits, and I put some little rings on the bottom again just to give it a bit of a detail, as I will be leaving the mortise at the end. Again, I'm applying abrasive paste. Working it in. Turn the speed up. Remove any excess paste. And there we are. Back to where we were. So, expanding the jaws into the mortise. Like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. And this time I'm going to bring up a bit of tailstock support. Just whilst, certainly whilst working on the sort of outside of the hollowing, because it puts a fair bit of pressure on the sort of side of the bowl. But being extra careful this time with a bit of tailstock support. Using the 1-inch round nose scraper. Oh, we got a slow-mo here again. Is something drastic going to happen? Apparently not. Getting the rest as close as I can. Now the tailstock's starting to get in the way a little bit, and I should be able to remove it shortly. Different angle. And you see that's running at about 1200 revs. That's it. Now I can remove the tailstock support and get the rest in a bit closer for doing the centre of the bowl. Just feeling for any little high spots or low spots. Just keep it all nice and even and smooth. Happy with that now? So back to the sanding, and I try and use the drill with the 2-inch pad, especially on bowls, because it does a really nice job of sanding. And I'll go through from 120 right through till 400 grit. Get my abrasive paste, work it in. Running it around about 600 revs. Some more paste. And then I bump the speed up to about sort of 950 to 1000. And then some wax polish, which it looks like I've had that for many years, and I have. Turning the speed up to get some heat into it. Buff it up. These going at 15 to 1600, and there we have it. That's it. Try and turn it the right way and it comes out. And yeah, a lovely piece of wood. Quite nice polish on that one. Well, there we are. Thanks for watching. It was there, mistakes and all, but hey ho, we all make them. And it's turned out quite nice in the end. If you would subscribe, ring the little notification bell, leave me a comment, that would be great, and share if possible. And from Cornwall, thanks for watching, goodbye.